I think Brian's going to do very well. Going to do very well. I'm thrilled to be back in this great state that, by the way, we won very easily in 16. With thousands of hard-working and wonderful American patriots, and that's what you are. In just 2 days, the people of Georgia are going to elect Brian Kemp as your next governor to protect your jobs, defend your borders, fight for your values, and continue to make America great again. This is one of the most important elections of our lifetime. This is a very important election. I wouldn't say it's as important as 16, but it's right up there. It's right up there. It really is. It's become so incredible, and there is electricity in the air like I haven't seen since the 16 big victory that we all had together. Incredible electricity. And in fact, speaking of that, could I ask, look at this, like the Academy Awards, look at how many cameras. Could I ask you to turn around and shoot? They don't have to do this with other celebrities when they come here who don't have very big crowds. Look at the people back there. Shoot it. You got to shoot it. Turn around. Turn around. Turn the cameras around. They never turn them around, folks. They never turn them around. They never turn them around. This crowd goes way, way, way back into the field. This is incredible. This is incredible, and I really wish the fake news media would show the crowds, because they don't do it. They always go, Donald Trump gave a speech today in front of a nice crowd. There have never been crowds like this, just so you understand. In the history of politics, you've never had crowds like this for midterm elections. There's never been crowds. But you know, all the people, a lot of them watching on television, they get great ratings. At least this speech does. I can't say about the other ones because they don't get great ratings. But you know what? They get it because they hear the noise. You can't duplicate when you have 20, 25, 30,000 people. You can't duplicate that sound with 500 people like you're showing up to other rallies. You know, for 2 years we've had big crowds from the beginning, right? And by the way, you remember, we never left, and it's we, not me. It's we. We're part. We're all the same. We never left center stage. You know what that means, right? We were always in first place, and then we went against Crooked Hillary, and we did very well there also. But we never left center stage. What a group. What a group. You're great people. You're great people. I want to tell you, you built this country, folks. You built this country. You're great people. But we never did. We never left center stage. Every debate, I was right in the middle. That meant you always had the highest number. You always had the highest number. You were always in, and I always insisted on having an odd number in the debate. You know why? Because I wanted to be center. I didn't want to be two people center. Does that make sense? It makes sense. And during our rallies, we always had these massive, the biggest they've ever seen. And I always used to say, turn the camera around, show. They never did because they're fake news. They don't want to show. And I'd always say, turn the camera around. And I'll never forget, I went through 4 or 5, and they just wouldn't show these massive crowds from the beginning, right from the beginning, 3 years ago, right from the beginning. And then what happened is there were some protesters in one rally, like 2 people that live in a basement of their parents' house. And I thought the camera was very new and you couldn't change them. You know, they're very rigid. They're steel stuff and you couldn't change them. You couldn't turn them. And then we had a little protest in the back corner, which was impossible for a camera to see. And those cameras, they looked like pretzels the way they turned. When they saw trouble, they were able to turn. But that's the way the press treats us. And I hope you show the real crowd that's here today. And I hope you show...
All right. We have given roughly equal